that since back in time, since the beginning of civilization, so even the beginning of real science, each scientist had a bit of artistic influence. So you could even see examples as Leonardo da Vinci that was surely mixing. It was, we could say, more artist than scientist, but he was using a lot of real science into his creation. So I think that is not something new to mix art and science together. I'm Julian Merchiori. I'm designer, engineer, and innovator.
My name's Joe Gerhardt, and I work as part of Semiconductor with my partner Ruth Jarman.
I'm Dana. I'm a graphic designer.
Akira Wakita, born in Japan, and I'm half a mathematician and half a software developer and artist.
Maria Ignacia Edwards. I come from Chile. I am an artist.
Nick Erving, I'm an artist from Belgium. If people ask me what I do, I mostly say I do something between architecture and sculpture, between virtual and physical.
I'm showing here Sir Cliff and the first approach to explore the potential of making photosynthetic materials.
I came here to join Elements and Art and Science exhibition to show my work, Furnished Fluid. You can see how air current, airflow behave around chairs. It's a kind of tools or methodologies for design interpretation of 20th century's industrial design.
And here I'm trying to mark the connection between graphic design and object.
My work it's always been inspiring a lot of science, astronomy. So when I saw and I read the application and I realized that I have a lot of astronomy and I should go to the desert, to the different observatories, was like I don't need to know more for say like this is a great opportunity.
You have made it to understand the world, to make anything goes better. So in this age, everything is changing. I think this is a time to define art, to redefine science, to redefine design.
The first idea, it's about the Pythagoras theories. He say like we come from human beings that follow to the stars, and the only way to get up again is to repeat the order of the universe using the mathematics like music.
I think that's interesting that artists are looking to the world from a different view. Because of their work, they are used to make the not most logic decision. And they are looking how to deal with conflicts and how to deal with things like that. So I definitely believe that putting an artist in the role of other areas can be very interesting and promoting.
When I went to the observatory, I'm also be very surprised for the people who are behind the instrument. I feel the search of the astronomer, it's very close to the search of the artist because it's searching for nothing concrete, nothing finished. It's more open a possibility and open the space for try to understand the things what happen.
There is no way to get joy if you are staying in your comfort zone.
We have developed many science methods. It's a kind of language or window to the world. Most of the science founding is for professionals. For ordinary people, ordinary citizens, it is very far from our daily life. So I think that art becomes catalyst to make the foundings of science accessible from every people around the world. In my understanding, this is a relationship between art and science.
when I come here, I say it's gonna be my first time working with the technology, so I'm a little bit like, okay, how it's gonna work. So finally, after work a lot, we find a good solution and a good mix between art and technology, and we integrate the technology, but in a very subtle way. So we just find a simple note, very beautiful with the piano, who traduced these isolate movements. So was for me a very rich experience to work with them. The best of everything, I think, we can open a dialogue, and a really true, a really honest dialogue, sharing all, not just the information, more the experience.
So I think both an artist and a scientist, they have in common this pulling force of curiosity. They experiment in the materials, in the chemicals, into the perception of what you come out with. And I think merging the two things together, so deep knowledge into specific things and at the same time wider understanding of a picture, I think could be really the starting point to make great innovations, or also explore new realms that wouldn't have explored before.
We have many plans and ideas that we hope to get for the residency. We've of course had to make a proposal to say what we'd like to do, but we know when we get there that anything could happen, and we'll get introduced to new ideas and concepts and find things in new directions. At the end, we hope to just come away with lots of material that we can work with to make the new work, and really we just need to be as open to this process as possible.
I think that the flow and the progress can be more interesting when it came from different professional groups mixed together.
Well, we often find that the scientists are a bit wary when they first meet us because they don't really know what we're trying to get out of them. But when they see that we take their work and their ideas and their data and we have our own way of making it into something, and that it becomes something else that they hadn't really thought about before. So they really get excited that there's actually more sort of purpose to their work than that they have thought about before. Most artists are also technophobes. Not Ars Electronica, obviously, but in general, artists are.
In ancient ages, art plays an important role for beauty or aesthetics. But after Duchamp, the role of art has changed. The role of art is to make people think about anything or to provide problem itself.
I think it's a great opportunity for everyone that want to make a dialogue and share with people who think different and who see the art in different way or the thing in different way. So always it's like an advantage for your work and for your personal experience.